Welcome back to Road Today. We've got Elysian's Full Contact Imperial Hazy IPA. So Mary, today's beer is interesting because the can artwork is a little unsettling. We got this wild looking pharaoh dude here who's just pointing at us with a brain in his hand.
I think this is a cool can. I would probably never buy it.
The beer chooses to drink it. Mrs. Mary.
But I think it's cool. It's cool artwork and everything. It kind of is scary. I haven't had a lot by Elysian. I like their
Pumpkino?
yeah, and their space dust. Their space dust is pretty good.
I haven't had that one too much, honestly.
Really? That's Brian's like almost favorite beer, I feel like. He thinks that it's so good, and he thinks that it puts hairs on his chest because it's like 8%. He's like, oh, this is so good. My shit's 8% and your shit's only like 5. Fuck you. Dude, come on. I've drank a 20% beer once. Fuck you, dude.
I mean, you know, we're gonna have to get a can of that one and try that one. But that's not here nor there because this is Full Contact Imperial Hazy IPA. Imperial just means more alcohol. So let's see how much alcohol is in here. 8.8%. Woo!
Alright, Brian, come over.
That's a double. Contains wheat. That's one of the only things it says it contains. But it looks like Elysian Brewing Company's Seattle, Washington, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Portland, Oregon. They are owned by someone big because I do not see the independent beer label on here. Full Contact Imperial Hazy IPA, cloaked in a semi-translucent haze. An imposing presence beckons you to come closer. As you do, your nose opens to a tangent of wistful memories. Peach season in the orchard, a tangerine tree on a hill, fresh honeydew cold from the fridge, and a vanilla cream soda in your hand. What kind of bittersweet initiation is this? And it just stops there. And then we have Brewhouse. We opened our doors in 1996 when bold art and music defined Seattle. Seattle sound. Looking at you, Nirvana. We carry that same spirit in the way we brew our beer. It's time. It's about taking chances, learning from our missteps, and changing perceptions. Pull the bar stool at Elysian Brew. It had their website on there. We reviewed the whole Elysian pumpkin pack. That was really good. A lot of good stuff in there. I mean, lack of a little pumpkin, but it's not here or there. But good stuff from them on that. I have not had a hazy from them, I don't think, ever.
I don't think so either. I think that space dust is
A West Coast, I believe.
yeah, it's not a hazy, it's a West Coast. But I'm excited about this. This says it contains wheat because it's not gluten-free.
Is that why it says that?
Isn't
A lot of beer is made of wheat.
Isn't what is in bread wheat, so it makes it not gluten-free? I know wheat's in bread, but isn't what is in bread makes it not gluten-free? Is it because
I
of
am
wheat?
not 100% on that. I don't know if wheat contains gluten or if gluten is something that they add to stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to ask. Like people who are gluten-free can't eat bread because of the wheat. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. That question that I asked was the stupidest way to
I do not
ask.
know, to be fair.
Anyway.
I do like this can a lot.
It's scary.
It's very different. It's very creepy. I'm not sure if you know who this guy is. Like Mary said, it's something, I guess. I've never seen it before. But if you know who this man is, let us know down below. He's wanted for murder. Because that's someone's brain he's carrying around.
I've never seen it in my dreams.
And what it has to do with the name Full Contact, I'm sure there's something there. He's fully contacting that brain. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. It's time to open this beer.
It's pointing right at me. Don't point that can at me like that.
Mary, let's go to the nose.
This is very
Clear?
Clear.
For a hazy?
It's like a lager.
That's really wild. This is not, from looks, I would not consider that a hazy.
It smells like a trash can.
Can indeed.
scheduled their Best By date.
Yeah, it's what, next month? 2 months from now?
November 25th.
Yeah, so it's still within its range.
But that's still 2 months away. Like, didn't you just tell me that Hazy should be drank within at least a month of the canning
Well,
date?
we don't know when it was canned. It says it has a Best By date.
Well, it's obviously canned already, and November 25th is more than 2 months away.
Could have been canned this year.
You just got this last week.
Yeah, it was probably canned 2 months ago or so.
Math doesn't check out, friends.
I'm very comfortable with the Best By date, honestly. When you put a Best By date on there, it makes me feel comfortable. Oh, you made it. You know when this would expire. Here's the date.
Don't you think they put a longer Best By date so they can sell more of it?
I mean, yeah, that's the cynical side of it.
Well, they're owned by AB InBev, so who gives a shit?
Greg, I know you care.
It smells like trash.
Can you clarify for our new viewers who don't understand that you're not just talking shit?
So when you decide to go away for a weekend and you forgot to take the trash out, and then you come home on Sunday and you open the door and you get that first whiff of just trash. Happens to the best of us. No one's at fault. You tell your loved one, hey babe, you gotta take the trash out before we go, and then all of a sudden you see he's in the car, you're in the car, you're a half hour into Big Bear, and you remember, forgot to take the trash out. It's gonna smell like a raccoon in our house on Monday, Sunday when we come back. That's what it smells like.
This has like the
Trash smell.
The deeper tropical notes, like a papaya.
Hey, for our new viewers, can you tell them what a deep tropical note is?
Yeah, like a papaya, your darker tropical fruits.
It's a tropical fruit.
So there's lighter, brighter flavors, like your pineapples and your passion fruits and that kind of thing. And then there's the deeper, darker ones. Guava kind of can go either way, but sometimes your mangoes are a little darker, like especially a ripe mango. Or papaya is a big one that's like a darker, heavier tropical flavor.
I'm not finding any pattern here because I feel like passion fruit is very dank and
No, passion fruit's very light. It can be sour.
Oh, is
it's
that
a lot of sours.
Is that guava then? Oh.
Guava's down. Let's drink this beer.
Oh, wow. That's bitter.
It's like a West Coast IPA.
This is really bitter. Like, really bitter.
I think the alcohol has a little bit to do with that. This is an 8.8% beer. So the alcohol playing with a lot of those bitter hops in there from what it tastes like. Yeah, very bitter. Not at all the sweetness you would expect from a hazy IPA. Definitely not as smooth. There is a bit of a bitter bite that kind of lingers at the end. A little bit of hoppiness in there.
I think that just coming from Space Dust and now drinking this, which are technically, one is a West Coast, one is a hazy, they taste very bitter, both of them. Maybe that's what Elysian's jam is. Okay, cool, but don't call this a hazy because this is not a hazy. There's no way.
Well, just the looks alone, I wouldn't call that a hazy.
There's no way this is a hazy.
I mean, I can look through the glass and see the bottom of the bubbles here. I mean, it's... Everyone has seen so many of the hazes we reviewed. It's not a hazy in that regard.
I was gonna say, just for the style alone, I'm gonna knock down a few points because this is not a hazy.
I would agree with that.
I understand, like, it's an imperial, so maybe the alcohol makes it a little bit more bitter, but
It's not gonna make it clearer.
there's no way. Yeah, there's no way this is a hazy.
It's tasty, but I'm gonna probably give this a 3. It's not terrible, but for the style, it definitely loses points. It's not my favorite beer either. It's not one that I would need to revisit again. Jason and Erin, thank you for giving me this. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but it's another beer from them.
I think going into this beer, I had certain expectations because it was calling itself a hazy, and now that I've readjusted, and I know this is the West Coast. It's not bad. I don't hate it, and I don't actually not. I'm enjoying it. Like, I like it. It is very bitter at first. As I take more sips, it's less bitter, and I can get more of the taste now. Like, it's not a bad beer at all. I actually enjoy it. It's just, you can't call it a hazy. Like, there's no way.
No way.
If you're expecting a hazy, don't buy this.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you just said. Man, sitting up here, this is, not what it promises at all. And it's been a while since we can say that about a hazy IPA, I feel like.
Yeah. I think I'd give it like I said, I'm gonna knock it down because it's not a hazy. I think I'd give it a 3. Because I would give it a 4 if they called it a West Coast.
Yeah, you just go into it expecting something completely different, and then you get that jarring bitterness. And I mean, there's hazies that I've had that are bitter, but usually you have a little bit of sweetness to even it out, or at least it looks hazy. This is just weird.
Yeah, this was just unexpected, and like I said, I think I was going into it expecting a hazy, and the bitterness just shocked me.
Yeah.
I'm sure I made a face. I'm sure I made a weird face. But, not a bad beer. I like it.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you haven't had Full Contact, try it for yourself. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. To us, not a hazy IPA.
Mm-hmm.
If you enjoyed today's beer review, like, share, subscribe, click the bell icon. You'll be notified when we upload new videos. You don't want to miss the next one. But until next time, we're the Rumorateurs, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.
Subsequent sips. If you take subsequent sips, it swips. Oh no.
It's all going off the rails, folks. I'm getting shorter down here in this couch, and Mary's slurring her words. So continue.